breaking off with a girlfriend. What's happening, man?
So I'm trying to unplug myself. Basically, like made some good progress this first year. I guess like started around the first of the year. Set a goal to ask a new chick on a date every week. Had horrible success like the first 3 months, and then went on a date with this chick. And I actually didn't like her that much at first, but she kept bugging me. She wanted to hang out, and so I kept hanging out with her. I've dated a couple chicks, like went on a couple dates with a couple other chicks since being with this one, but mostly consistently with this one. I guess like when do you know? Because I don't have a lot of options outside of this, and I think I think I need to break things off with this girl because she's not really adding or complementing my life. But I don't.
Why is she a drain? What is she doing that's making her a drain on your life?
I'm very like fit, active. She's kind of lethargic. Like when we first started hanging out, she said she was really active and loved to do things. But like we went up for a little mountain getaway like a couple weeks ago. We went on a hike and she rolled her ankle. And I know everybody says that's fucked up. No,
she rolled her ankle walking.
Yeah, I know. Well, okay. Yes, she did. And
so she's not out of shape. She doesn't walk that often.
No, and she like started crying, and it was like I didn't really know what to say. And then I kind of like brushed it off. It's like, oh, whatever. Like, you know, maybe she tripped. It's people make mistakes, but I went on a bike ride with her like a couple weeks ago. Rode with her like the whole time. It was like a out and back route, and then at the turnaround point, I kind of like left her in the dust, just like kicked up my cadence, started to pedal, have fun. But I like every so often look back, and I stopped at a checkpoint and like waited for her to catch up. And she says to me, she said, the first thing she says, like, you don't have to make this a race. And I was just like, well, like, I'm not really trying to race. I'm just trying to have fun. And I kind of brushed it off. And then like 30 minutes later, I was like, hey, you know, I think that was really frustrated me how you said that. I feel like you're nagging me. And then we had loose plans to go to dinner last week. And then she I forget what happened. She did something that pissed me off, and I just kind of like ignored her for a couple hours.
She flaked on you?
Did she flake on me?
Yeah.
No, I actually flaked on her. I went and dropped off some paperwork to one of my employees and said like,
oh, so you're running your own business?
Yeah. I've called in before. I have my own HVAC business.
Cool.
So basically,
I mean, question for you. So if she's out of shape, why did you go out with her?
Not a lot of options to begin with. And it was like,
where'd you meet her?
We met online. So you tell me you're going to roast me, dude.
Okay, go.
Blind date. We matched on dating app. And I saw
blind, like you didn't have a photograph of her before you went out?
Oh, she actually looked good in the photos. I'll say that.
Well, they always look good in the photos.
Exactly, they do.
Was there like older photo, like 5 years older, 30 pounds lighter? Like, what are we dealing with here?
Yeah, there was some of that. Yeah, I don't think it was.
Okay, so she catfished you.
Yeah, it's not the worst one I've ever had for sure. I mean,
yeah, but you got fat fish though, right? I mean, she lied about what she looked like.
Yeah, and she actually looked pretty good when we met up, but like it's been about 4 months now, and she's definitely like dropped off. And I've confronted her about it and told her, and that's why she started riding a bike. She went and got a bike, so she is like trying to work on these things.
Can I just get some frame around what we're dealing with here? Like, what's her height and weight roughly?
She's probably like 5'8", 140, 150. No, she's not 5'8". She's probably like 5'6", 140, 150.
But not fit, you're saying? Like she's more flabby.
Yeah. And when we first met, she was like just a little bit flabby, and now it's just like gotten worse. Yeah. And
yeah, these are like things that you can't fix. Like, how old is she?
25.
Yeah, I don't recommend guys try to fix any of this stuff, like especially in her 20s. It's like, look, man, like women are usually their most beautiful, their most like the hottest a chick is ever going to be 22, 23 years old, right? I can go back in my yearbook and I can look at any gal that might show up on Facebook that I went to high school with, and she looks way better in her high school graduation photograph than she does today, right? Like This
Mhm.
is as good as it gets.
Yeah.
So if you're dealing with a chick in her early 20s and she's like, or she doesn't really like blow your hair back, she's kind of like average or average-ish or whatever, or she's, not really looking like what you like, don't
Mhm.
even bother, dude. Like save your save your time for your hobbies, for your interests, for building a brotherhood, friendships, and date, whenever you can, but don't waste your time on because like it's like and just gets worse.
Dude,
It just
you,
gets so much worse.
you're telling me exactly what I was hoping to hear. Thank you. I appreciate it. 'Cause,
So I mean the question I have is if you already knew the answer to this, then why did you do it?
I think that's like something I need to work on. I think I'm afraid of being alone. I've been alone for a very long time, and it is like convenient to have somebody around who's available. Um,
Yeah,
but it's getting to a point where it's like it's not the juice isn't worth the squeeze anymore. And
yeah.
I mean, it was nice because like I was on such a dry streak for like I think I didn't have sex for like a year prior to that.
Where do you live? Like in what part of the states?
I live nearby Boulder, Colorado,
Okay.
like north of Denver,
North of Denver, like what's the population?
like 100,000.
Okay, so it's not a large town then for sure. So I mean your
No,
options are going to be smaller. How old are you?
27.
Are there any colleges or universities close by?
Yeah, University of Boulder is or CU Boulder is like 20 minutes. I work up there pretty often.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why don't you date those gals? They're a little bit younger. They're probably a little fitter.
Um,
They got something going on.
I have always seemed to deter girls like that. I'm not like higher educated. I am like I'm self-employed. I have my own business, but it seemed like my whole life like I just never got a lot of attention from those girls. When I was younger, I was super skinny, kind of a nerd. I played soccer. Like here in America, I mean, I'm
What do you
making
do for a living again? You said you're an HVAC?
yeah. I started my own business like 3 years ago.
Uh-huh. And
Uh,
what do? You like install these units? You sell them?
Service, install, repair, maintenance. Yeah, mostly residential, but I'm trying to transition to commercial. My dad owns a commercial company here, and
Yeah.
he wants me to take it over.
What do you pay yourself annually?
Last year I'm like 55 is what I made last year.
Oh, you should be paying yourself a lot more after 3 years if you're running the thing and you got employees.
Yeah, but with like how I set my taxes up, I don't claim a whole lot.
Yeah. So
I
you're
try,
running most of it through the business?
yeah, like I actually,
Vehicle, gas,
yeah,
client meals,
it's
entertainment.
probably more like 80 last year if I had to guess, and
Okay.
I'll probably do 30% more than that this year.
Yeah, look, I mean, you're gonna like there's people in the chat going on about your mustache. Kill the mustache, shave the mustache. Da, da, da. We'll deal with the look in a second. The like the like the school chicks that
Mhm.
think that they're better than you because you're blue collared and you do HVAC sort of work. Um, I always find that funny because I had this conversation with a buddy of mine years ago, and it's like, you could be a junior lawyer here in Toronto making $75,000 a year, and a chick would probably pick him over a guy that's been running his own, I don't know, plumbing company for 10 years, paying himself $200,000 a year, right? Just
Mhm.
because of the prestige of like the lawyer name. It's like, you could be potential husband material, father material, stuff like that. There's some women that put a lot of weight in education and degrees and stuff like that. That loses relevance over time. If I'm being honest with you, like I don't even have a university degree, and I make more money than anybody they ever went to school with that has university degrees. Most of them are dipshits that did nothing with their lives, right?
Mhm.
So it doesn't have a lot of relevance as time goes on. When you're in your 20s, you might get some pushback. Just ignore those chicks. Oh, okay, you think you're special? Fine, go fuck yourself with your liberal arts degree, painting, basket weaving underwater, whatever it happens to be. It doesn't matter. It's not relevant. You want to choose women that are choosing you. The relevance to the people talking about a look in the comment section right now about killing the mustache and getting a look sort of thing. I don't know that. Like, I don't know what's up with the mustache. Like, is that the best that you can grow?
Oh yeah, man, I can't grow facial hair.
Shave it then. Yeah.
Either.
Like if it's not filling in, then it looks like weak game, right? I mean, if you're gonna
For
grow a
sure. No,
mustache, then
the
you
same
need something
that,
solid.
dude. I just trying something new. Trying
Yeah, fine. Like I get it, but I mean, if you want your options to expand and you want to get more women choosing you, then you want to kind of like lean into confidence and a look that's really going to sell for you. And I think that the mustache does you a disservice. It kind of makes you probably look younger than what you are, which is fine if you want to date, super young chicks, but I don't think it's a look that suits you, right?
Hmm.
You ever get like, women or friends that say, "Hey, George, you kind of look like so and so from Hollywood or musician artist." Like, do you ever get that?
Uh, in No, not really. I don't think so.
You never get a look like somebody says, you look like so and so.
No, a lot of people tell me that like my voice sounds like either Better Call Saul, um, but I've never got like a look before. No,
Okay,
I got these big ears, dude. That's the only thing that.
where are you getting big ears from, man? Your ears are totally in proportion to your head.
I think they are now. I think when I was a kid, I got bullied a lot for it because I was like very skinny, had this like skinny neck. I'm very athletic now.
Hmm.
I've done
What's your height and weight?
like 5'11", 190.
Okay, so you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, yeah, I'm in really good shape. Hmm.
Yeah, good. Well, I mean, like as far as the look goes, like clean yourself up so you look a little bit tighter. You know, feel what I
Hmm.
mean? Like kill the mustache. Your hair looks tight. So just make sure you don't let it get all messy or sloppy or the fade sucks. Fades look really good. I know guys that go in weekly, for a fresh fade. I get my beard done on a weekly basis, but I'm also broadcasting weekly too. So
Hmm.
it's got to look clean. But if you live your life in that way and you have a high opinion of yourself, a strong opinion of yourself, and you're not bothered or like pushed aside by women that aren't choosing, who cares, dude? There's 8 billion people on a planet. Half of them are women. And you know what? Some of them live in your vicinity. And put yourself out there. Don't waste your time with women that catfish you, fat fish you, whatever it happens to be. Like if you meet her and she looks nothing like her photograph or she's not attractive enough for you, then just politely say, "Hey, you know what? This isn't what I signed up for. I got other things to do, but have yourself a good day," and just let her know, you misled me with your photography. Women do that. Like women tend to lie about what they look like. Men on dating apps tend to lie about more so things like height and success. Like they'll stand beside a Lambo in their photographs, even though they don't own a Lambo. They might stand beside shorter people to look taller, sort of thing, or they might cut out taller people in photography. Like those are the things that women typically feel misled about on online dating. So as long as you show up being as tall as they think you are, right, and that's really all that matters, right? Just don't lie about your success in life, and just filter through it, man. You got to dig through a lot of dirt to find gold, right? And you'll get there.
I appreciate the feedback and the candor too.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go shave this mustache right now.
yeah, kill it, man, kill it, and just
All right.
use that time on the haircut because you got a good, like a solid, good hair, head of hair. Sorry, I should say. What color are your eyes?
They're like hazel green. They're
Hazel green eyes and blonde hair is super rare. Chicks dig that, dude.
They do. You are correct.
Right? So capitalize on it. I really hope you guys enjoyed that clip. If you want to watch the full length podcast, you can find that over here, that clip's from. If you're newer to the channel, make sure you hit subscribe over here and pin down below in the top comment. You'll find a bunch of useful links to my website, my supplement line, books, and a bunch of other stuff. Have an amazing day. Peace out.